On this day in history, we remember the remarkable individuals who shaped our world. Welcome to Who Died Today in History, where we honor their legacies. From artists to leaders, their impact lives on. If you find their stories meaningful, like, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay connected. Kathryn Hays, best known for her role as Kim Hughes on the long-running soap opera As the World Turns, passed away on March 25, 2022, at the age of 87. Her death was of natural causes, marking the end of a career that had spanned decades in television and theater. While her passing may not have created political upheaval or historical shockwaves, it was a poignant moment for generations of television viewers who had come to know and love her as one of daytime television's most enduring stars. Hays' death reflected the inevitable passing of an era in entertainment. Soap operas, once a dominant force on American television, have dwindled in presence as media consumption shifted toward streaming services and shorter, high-impact dramas. Her most iconic role as Kim Hughes lasted from 1972 until As the World Turns ended in 2010, making her a fixture in countless households. In an era where entertainment became increasingly fragmented, her long tenure in one role symbolized stability and continuity, a stark contrast to the ephemeral nature of modern fame. The immediate consequences of her passing were deeply felt within the soap opera community. Fans, former co-stars, and industry professionals paid tribute to her work, remembering her as a consummate professional who brought depth and nuance to her character. While she may not have been a household name outside the soap opera sphere, within that world, she was a legend. In many ways, her death amplified her legacy. With the decline of soap operas in mainstream television, Hays' career became emblematic of a golden age when serialized storytelling dominated daytime TV. Her work reflected an era when television served as a daily companion to millions, shaping popular culture in ways that often go unnoticed. The emotional depth she brought to her performances ensured that she would not be forgotten by those who had followed her career. Reflecting on Kathryn Hays' passing, we see a testament to the power of longevity in entertainment. Unlike the fleeting celebrity culture of today, where viral moments dictate fame, Hays built a career on consistency and dedication. Her memory lives on, not only through reruns of As the World Turns, but also in the way her work influenced future actors in the genre. She is immortalized through the archive of her performances, fan tributes, and the continued appreciation for the art of soap opera storytelling. Her passing serves as a reminder that while television evolves, the actors who dedicated their lives to it leave behind a lasting impact. Through her work, Kathryn Hays remains a presence in the hearts of those who cherished her performances. Taylor Hawkins, the celebrated drummer of Foo Fighters, passed away suddenly on March 25, 2022, at the age of 50 while on tour in Bogotá, Colombia. His death was attributed to a combination of substances found in his system, though the exact cause remained a topic of discussion. The loss of Hawkins, an energetic and charismatic musician, sent shockwaves through the rock music community, highlighting the pressures of a life spent on the road and the challenges that often accompany the world of rock stardom. Hawkins' passing reflected a tragic pattern in rock history, the untimely deaths of musicians who dedicated their lives to performance. The intense demands of constant touring, the high-energy expectations of live performances, and the culture surrounding rock bands have historically taken a toll on artists. While Foo Fighters were not known for the excesses of earlier rock legends, the lifestyle still carried physical and emotional strains. His death reignited discussions about mental health, substance use, and the well-being of musicians in an industry that thrives on relentless touring and high-energy performances. The immediate consequences of his passing were deeply felt, not only by his bandmates, especially Dave Grohl, who had already endured the tragic loss of Kurt Cobain during his Nirvana days, but also by millions of fans worldwide. Foo Fighters, one of the most successful rock bands of the modern era, were forced to cancel upcoming shows, including their scheduled performance at the Grammy Awards. Tributes poured in from the music industry, with artists such as Paul McCartney, Elton John, and Brian May expressing their grief and celebrating Hawkins' immense talent. In death, Hawkins' legacy was amplified. His infectious enthusiasm, signature drumming style, and stage presence had already made him a beloved figure in rock music. But his passing immortalized him in a way that often happens with artists who leave too soon. The outpouring of tributes and memorial concerts dedicated to him underscored the profound impact he had on both his peers and his fans. Hawkins' death serves as a reminder of the human cost of fame and the physical toll of a relentless career in music. It also speaks to how musicians are remembered, not just through their work, but through the emotional connection they forge with audiences. He is immortalized through Foo Fighters' extensive discography, the memories of electrifying live performances, and the influence he had on aspiring drummers. His death reinforced the idea that while artists may pass, their music ensures they never truly fade away. Nancy Walker, the versatile actress, comedian, and director, passed away on March 25, 1992, at the age of 69 due to lung cancer. Her death marked the end of a remarkable career that spanned television, film, and stage, during which she became an iconic presence in American entertainment. Walker's passing was a reminder of the challenges faced by women in the entertainment industry, particularly those who had carved out a niche in comedy, a field historically dominated by men. Walker was best known for her roles as the wisecracking Ida Morgenstern on The Mary Tyler Moore Show and its spin-off Rhoda, as well as her long-running appearances as Rosie, the spokesperson for Bounty paper towels. Her humor, sharp timing, and distinctive voice made her a beloved figure in American households, and her contributions helped pave the way for future female comedians. Her passing underscored how television had become a cornerstone of American culture by the late 20th century, with actors like Walker deeply embedded in the everyday lives of viewers. The immediate consequences of her death were deeply felt in the entertainment world. Fans mourned the loss of an actress who had been a staple of sitcom television for decades. Her ability to portray strong, independent women with a comedic edge made her a role model for many. Tributes poured in from colleagues and admirers, celebrating not just her acting career, but also her contributions as a director, notably for The Mary Tyler Moore Show and other hit sitcoms. Walker's legacy only grew in the years following her death. Her impact on comedy, especially as a woman who succeeded in a male-dominated field, became more widely recognized. Television reruns of Rhoda, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, and Macmillan and Wife kept her performances alive for new generations of viewers, reinforcing her place in television history. Her portrayal of Rosie in the Bounty commercials, a campaign that ran for over 2 decades, also ensured that her presence remained in popular culture. Walker's passing serves as a reflection of how entertainers are immortalized through their work. She remains a part of the fabric of television history, demonstrating the enduring power of comedy and character-driven storytelling. Her ability to bring humor to everyday life ensured that she would not be forgotten, and her contributions to both acting and directing helped shape the trajectory of women in television. Through her performances, Walker continues to bring laughter to audiences, proving that while individuals may pass, their influence can endure for generations. Helen Martin, the distinguished stage and television actress known for her portrayals of sharp-witted matriarchs, passed away on March 25, 2000, at the age of 90 due to a heart attack. Her death marked the end of an era for a performer whose career had spanned nearly 7 decades, from the Harlem Renaissance theater scene to mainstream television. As one of the pioneering black actresses in Hollywood, her passing underscored both the struggles and triumphs of African Americans in entertainment during the 20th century. Martin's legacy was built on her ability to bring authenticity and depth to her roles, particularly in television sitcoms such as 227 and Good Times, where she played wise, no-nonsense elderly women who commanded respect and delivered humor with perfect timing. Her performances resonated with audiences, particularly within the Black community, as she embodied the warmth and wisdom of a generation that had endured segregation, economic hardship, and societal change. The immediate reaction to Martin's death was one of deep respect and appreciation for her contributions to entertainment. Fellow actors and fans remembered her as a steadfast presence in both television and theater, someone who had paved the way for future generations of Black performers. While she may not have been a household name in the same way as some of her contemporaries, her body of work ensured that she remained a cherished figure in Black television history. Her passing did not necessarily shift the trajectory of Hollywood, but it served as a reminder of the barriers she had helped break. Martin was among the many Black actors who worked tirelessly to secure representation in an industry that historically marginalized people of color. Her success reflected the slow but steady progress toward greater diversity in television and film, particularly for older Black women who had long been relegated to stereotypical roles. Even in death, Martin's influence endures. Reruns of her television appearances continue to introduce her to new audiences, and her work remains a testament to perseverance, talent, and resilience. Her legacy is also preserved in the broader narrative of Black actors who fought for representation and dignity in Hollywood. Martin's death reminds us that while mortality is inevitable, cultural impact is not easily erased. Through the characters she portrayed and the struggles she overcame, she remains immortalized in the collective memory of those who watched and admired her. In this way, her contributions to entertainment live on, a symbol of endurance and progress in an industry that continues to evolve. Martha Sleeper, a Hollywood actress of the silent and early sound film era, passed away on March 25, 1983, at the age of 74. She died of natural causes in Beaufort, South Carolina, where she had retired after a multifaceted career that spanned acting, fashion design, and business. Her death was not marked by the kind of public mourning reserved for Hollywood legends, but it signified the loss of a performer who had once graced the silver screen with charm and comedic talent during a transformative period in entertainment history. Sleeper's career began in silent films during the 1920s, an era when Hollywood was rapidly establishing itself as the epicenter of global cinema. She was known for her expressive performances, which were essential in a time before synchronized dialogue. However, like many silent film actors, her career trajectory shifted with the arrival of talkies in the late 1920s. Though she transitioned into sound films, she never reached the level of superstardom that some of her contemporaries achieved. This shift mirrored the broader challenge faced by many silent film actors who struggled to adapt to the new technological demands of sound cinema. While her death did not create a seismic shift in Hollywood, it did highlight how quickly fame could fade in an industry that thrives on reinvention. Unlike figures whose deaths amplify their legend, Sleeper's passing was a quieter affair, with her contributions primarily remembered by film historians and enthusiasts of early Hollywood cinema. Nevertheless, her work remains a valuable piece of the industry's history, offering a glimpse into the evolving nature of performance during one of Hollywood's most dynamic periods. Beyond acting, Sleeper reinvented herself as a fashion designer, known for her whimsical and unique costume jewelry designs, particularly in the 1940s and 1950s. This transition reflects the resilience and adaptability required of women in an era when Hollywood often discarded aging actresses. Her success in another industry underscores a broader societal trend. Women of her time, especially in the entertainment world, had to continuously evolve to maintain relevance and financial stability. Sleeper's legacy lives on through the films she appeared in, many of which still circulate in classic film archives. Additionally, her contributions to fashion design continue to be appreciated by collectors of vintage jewelry. While she may not be a household name today, her life exemplifies the impermanence of fame and the necessity of reinvention. Her story serves as a reminder that even those who do not reach the heights of cinematic immortality still leave an imprint, whether through film, fashion, or personal reinvention. Mark Blum, a veteran stage and screen actor, passed away on March 25, 2020, at the age of 69 due to complications from COVID-19. His death came at the height of the global pandemic, a period marked by immense uncertainty and grief as the world grappled with the deadly virus. His passing was not only a personal tragedy, but also a stark reminder of the indiscriminate nature of the pandemic, which claimed the lives of countless individuals across all walks of life, including artists, performers, and cultural icons. Blum was best known for his work in film, television, and theater, with memorable performances in Desperately Seeking Susan, 1985, Crocodile Dundee, 1986, and more recently, the hit Netflix series You. However, his true passion lay in the theater, where he was a fixture of New York's Broadway and off-Broadway scenes. He was an actor's actor, deeply respected by his peers and known for his dedication to the craft. His death underscored the vulnerability of artists and performers during the pandemic, as theaters shut down and productions came to a halt, leaving the industry in a state of crisis. The immediate consequences of Blum's passing were felt deeply in the theater community, where he had long been a mentor and advocate. Tributes poured in from colleagues who spoke of his generosity, professionalism, and commitment to nurturing the next generation of performers. His death highlighted the precarious nature of a life dedicated to the arts, where recognition does not always equate to financial security or widespread fame, but where legacy is built through impact on peers and protégés. Unlike some celebrity deaths that propel figures to mythic status, Blum's passing served as a poignant reflection of the pandemic's toll on the arts and the personal losses that extended beyond the statistics. His death did not shift the course of history, but it became part of the broader narrative of COVID-19's devastating impact on cultural institutions and artists. It was a moment that emphasized the fragility of life and the essential role that actors and storytellers play in society, even when they are not household names. Blum is immortalized not only through his film and television work, but also through the memories and teachings he left behind in the theater world. His life and passing remind us that while fame can be fleeting, the influence of a dedicated artist can ripple through generations. As theaters continue to recover from the pandemic, his contributions serve as a testament to the resilience of the performing arts and the enduring power of storytelling. Larry McMurtry, the Pulitzer Prize-winning novelist, screenwriter, and bookseller, passed away on March 25, 2021, at the age of 84 from heart failure. His death marked the end of an era for American literature, particularly for stories that captured the rugged spirit of the American West while deconstructing its myths. McMurtry's passing was not a sudden tragedy, but rather a moment of reflection on a prolific life that reshaped the literary and cinematic landscapes. Born in 1936 in Archer City, Texas, McMurtry spent his career challenging the romanticized visions of the West perpetuated by dime novels and Hollywood westerns. His best-known work, Lonesome Dove, 1985, won the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction and presented a raw, often unglamorous look at cowboy life. His contributions extended beyond novels, as he co-wrote the Academy Award-winning screenplay for Brokeback Mountain, 2005, a film that redefined the Western genre through its exploration of love, masculinity, and isolation. His ability to blend tradition with modern sensibilities made him a towering figure in American letters. the immediate consequences of McMurtry's passing were felt deeply in the literary and film communities. Fellow writers and filmmakers paid tribute to his influence, recognizing his ability to balance literary prestige with popular appeal. His death underscored the gradual fading of authors who personally witnessed and chronicled the transition from the Old West to modern America. His ability to write about Texas with both reverence and criticism reflected broader cultural shifts, away from blind nostalgia and toward a more complex understanding of history. Though McMurtry's death did not radically alter history, it did amplify his legacy. Interest in his works surged, as often happens when literary greats pass away, prompting new discussions about his role in shaping American storytelling. His vast personal library, which he painstakingly curated over decades, stood as a monument to his passion for books, emphasizing the importance of preserving literary culture. McMurtry's death, like his life, invites reflection on how societies remember and redefine their past. While he dismantled many myths of the Old West, he also ensured its stories would endure, honest, unvarnished, and deeply human. His legacy lives on through adaptations of his works, the continued relevance of Lonesome Dove, and the countless readers who turn to his books for a more nuanced understanding of the American frontier. Through literature and film, McMurtry remains immortal, a storyteller whose words outlive the myths he sought to unravel.